Today, guys, we're going to be ranking the strongest units only on if they were all single placements. Let's get it. Before we do, though, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and make sure you guys use my star code BLAM whenever buying Robux or Premium. It's free, helps support the channel, and helps us do giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, guys, we are going to be giving away a $10 Robux gift card to somebody in the comments section down below. All you guys have to do is, number one, subscribe, like, and then comment down your Discord username preferably, or your Roblox username. Also, make sure you're in my official Discord server so I'm able to send you a message, and I'll be picking one winner tomorrow and send them the gift card code. Starting off at number 18, we have the free unit, guys, from one of the Snake Way raids. We have Power. Oh my gosh. Now, honestly, I don't really recommend her as a unit, but she is actually the 18th highest DPS unit based on single DPS in the game, which is pretty insane. Now, the reason she is because she is a bleed unit, and bleed is one of the best elements in the game because it has a 5/8 seconds, so that means it hits very, very often, which is very nice. And she also does hit airs as well, making her an okay unit. But what makes her like not so good is we have Katana Man, a banner unit with way better AoE, because look at this, guys. Power starts off with single target, and he actually does more damage overall and is also hybrid as well. And if we compare AoE sizes right here, you're going to notice that Katana's Man is actually bigger, and he's actually cheaper and does more damage. All right, once you factor in levels and leader buff, of course, is a little bit messed up. All right, next up, guys, we have the number 16th highest DPS unit in the game. All right, we actually have Sasuke. I'm kind of surprised Sasuke is this low, but yeah, Sasuke is a pretty dang good unit. What makes him so good is this 8 SPA. Now, he also can be used as part of Kurama. Now, I did not put Kurama on this list because Kurama requires 2 units to be placed down, but Kurama would be a lot higher on this list. So just a little bit of a heads up if you guys are wondering where Kurama's at. Now, this guy has a DPS of 900,744, which is quite a bit, honestly, and that is also the level 1 DPS as well. Max level, you can just multiply that by roughly 2.14. All right, next up, guys, we have Mob. Yes, guys, I know a lot of people were wondering, why isn't Mob on a lot of your list, Aloe? And the reason being is because he's a single target unit, and what makes him really good is his ability as Parade, not necessarily his actual normal attack. But if you use his normal attacks like so, he's gonna be doing 26.2 for 12, and that is equivalent to almost exactly 1.022 million SPA. We also did skip Nezuko because she does require a bleed unit to be placed down, so we're just gonna skip her for now, but just know she'd be in between Sasuke and Mob. All right, guys, that brings us to our next unit on this list. We have the one and only Chainsaw Man. Now, he's one of the better bleed units, but there definitely is other better bleed units in the game, so don't worry, guys, we got lots more to go. Now, the reason that makes Chainsaw Man, honestly, I would say even better than the other ones is this right here, guys. He has this very, very nice AoE cone. However, the big problem between him and units like Katana Man is he does not hit the air units. So depending on what mode you're on, you're gonna be in a little bit for a rock and a hard place if you're trying to beat some air units, you know, is what it is. All right, next up, guys, we have our first burn unit on this list. All right, we have Shisui. I do believe Shisui is actually the best burn unit in the game. All right, higher than Nezuko, which again, we did not include on this list because of her weird power thingy. All right, and there's no point when Shisui is literally just straight up better than Nezuko, even DPS wise. Shisui has a DPS of 1.06 million, which is very, very high. And again, most of that is because we're factoring in the elemental DPS, and elemental DPS goes very hard in this game, especially if you're talking about single play. All right, guys, next up we have Diavolo. Now, surprisingly, Diavolo hasn't been in a lot of these videos. Now, the reason being, I think, is Diavolo is no longer the best bleed in the game, but what makes Diavolo special is this very, very fast SPA and fairly high damage. Now, of course, that does come with a cost of look at this, guys. Diavolo has one of the worst AoE circles in the game, but can you really complain? Because he also has a super OP ability with a pretty cool effect too. Like, take a look at how sick that looks. Dang, man. Okay, I can't actually see anything right now. Oh my god. So yeah, this looks pretty freaking sick. So, and the DPS is very high as well. All right, next up, guys, we have Broly. Wow, I didn't know Broly was gonna be on this list. Now, Broly's DPS is actually not that much higher than some of the other units we put on like a little bit before. Like, let's do a little bit of a comparison right now. All right, we have Broly at the top 11th DPS. All right, but look at this, guys. He's only at 1.1 million, and Diavolo's at 1.07, and Shisui's at 1.06. And Broly's a lot more expensive than these units. So honestly, like, I would definitely consider using a different unit like Shisui instead, because Shisui costs like 1 million. Broly's gonna cost you like 9 million. That's crazy. All right, so next up after Broly, we have another Black Flames unit. We have this time Obito. Now, Obito is also fairly expensive. Except he's actually less expensive than Broly, and he's actually doing more DPS. However, again, it's only very slightly. If we take a look, all right here, zoom on in, he's doing 1.2 versus 1.1. So that's the difference between those two. Not bad. But this guy's also a lot cheaper, but again, he's full AoE versus not full AoE. So, you know, you kind of have to pick your poison. I don't know if we can see the attack effects, but we'll try. Dang, that look. All right, let's go sell him. And actually, Zoro's even higher than Obito right now. Yo, that's wild, guys. Dang, that's crazy. Dang, man. The reason Zoro's actually higher is if we take a look. Dude, I don't even know if I believe that. That's crazy. Wow, look at that, guys. Zoro over. Dang, man. Does he have like a buff or something on it? No. Wow. Dang, man. That's crazy. How? I guess Bleed's just that much better. 5/8 versus 21/40. Yeah, that's just the difference between how much better Bleed is, guys. Bleed being one of the best effects, like, knocks it over the edge. Dang, man. Zoro, you need to chill, guys. Bleed is basically the best elemental effect in the game that I know of at this point. If we take a look at their DPSs, guys, it is not even close. So, Zoro's at, okay, I guess it's kind of close, but compared to other units on this list, it's 1.24 versus 1.21 million damage. That's crazy. All right, next up, guys, we have our first Rupture unit of the Infernal Enigma, Kurora. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, I'm not 100% sure, but what makes this guy beastly is Rupture is another one of the best effects in the game, all right? And he's doing 3.96 for 9. Compared to Zoro, that's a lot. Compared to even, so like, it's very, very good. So highly recommended unit, and it is one of the best effects in the game, and he also does hit airs as well, unlike some of the other units we were talking about. I mean, Zoro does hit airs. And if we take a look at his DPS, I know this one's not max level, but I factored it in the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet has Kurora at 1.319, guys, versus Zoro at 1.24, so a pretty significant amount. Also, Kurora is a 6-star from the banner, and Zoro is a 7-star that you have to evolve and do raids and stuff, and get on the Stardust banner. So Kurora all day over Zoro, but Kurora is a lot more expensive than Zoro. That is the one problem. If we take a look, Kurora is going to cost you a cool, dang, 6.5 million versus Zoro, who's only going to cost you barely anything, actually. Zoro's going to cost you a cool 3.75 million. I mean, 1.8 million for 3.75. So for that much of difference, maybe you want to go with Zoro, but which AoE do you like better? And this guy's AoE is beastly, and he even doesn't work too badly with the orbs either, because his starting DPS is 45. So very, very good unit there, guys. If you guys don't have like 7 stars yet, he's underrated. And he's even good like factory and 8 placement as well, like just normal placements. Like, he's a really good unit. All right, so one step above, we now have Yami, I think this is the last Black Flames unit on this list. And the reason he's so high is, wow, guys, 4.18. You see, that's with no buffs at all, just normal stuff. 4.18 for 6, guys. That is busted OP. Look at that, man. That is crazy. And if we take a look at how much better that is in the other unit, it's fairly significant, guys. So 1.35 versus Obito's 1.21. So 10% roughly difference between how much good Dark is versus Obito. Not bad at all. I didn't realize how good Yami is, man. It is busted, man. All right, here we go, guys. We're now at the top 5, and what? Ichigo's here? No freaking way. All right, I don't believe it for a second, man. Let's go take a look at Ichigo's stats. So he's doing 29.68. Okay, that's with buff though. All right, not bad at all. And then of course, if you awaken him, he's now up to 32.2 million, which is really good, but he then only hits airs, so watch out for that. That's actually a pretty sick DPS. So if we compare him to the other unit, we have Ichigo at 1.439, Kurama, which we skipped because he's a weird unit, and then Yami. So he actually is a little bit better than Yami, but he also is a very, very expensive unit to max. Oh my gosh, you guys don't want to know. Like, wow, I did not realize he cost $12.5 million. That's crazy. Dang, at least you can sell him though. All right, that brings us to the next unit, guys. The top 4 highest DPS in the game is actually Kirito. Yeah, he's not even top 3. That's crazy. He's also very expensive, a little bit more expensive than Ichigo, but you guys can already tell, like, the DPS is hitting, guys, is hitting majorly. There's actually a pretty big DPS jump. Look at this, guys. I don't know if you're gonna believe this. Look at this, guys. Ichigo's 1.439. Bang. No cap, guys. Double the damage that Ichigo's doing, guys. Double. So this is why I say Ichigo is trash, because Kirito, no cap, just insane. So please do not bring Ichigo. It's literally worth it, guys. Look, if we take a look, it's literally worth to get Star King to, like, not his, like, it's like literally he's probably still better. He's still better than Ichigo, guys, for this much cost. Like, he's still way better. Like, that's crazy. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, for my new code unit as well. At 500K, we're very close. Hopefully we'll get there in about 3 months. We'll see. And look at that, guys. 22. That's crazy, guys. 39.5 for 9. Dang, man. All right, that brings us to our next unit, Boro. All right, now Boros, yeah, he's good, but if we take a look at his COD, 97.9, but it's gonna cost us almost 20 million, 19 million to max. He is, I believe, the most expensive unit in the game. Hey, let us know, guys. Should we make a new most expensive units list? Let me know, guys. We'll make it if you guys want me to. let me know in the comments, guys, because if you want that, hey, I got you, bro. All right, here we go. 90. Oh, that's insane. We take a look at the list though. All right, we'll zoom on in. Bring Boros. Only actually slightly more damage than Kirito. Definitely a little bit different AoE circle as well, so depending on which one you like better. All right, after that we it's a complicated one. We actually have Ombre. Now, Ombre is more goated than people think he is. I know it only says he's doing 11 for 5, and that looks like a lot less than Boros. But if you take a look, guys, he is a bleed unit. And bleed is, as we've seen before, is one of the best effects in the game. He also has a tiny circle AoE and not hits air unit. So Boros is the best unit that hits air, along with Kirito. All right, look at that, guys. And then, of course, guys, the one problem with this is it's hard to like count because Sid also does have atomic all range, which is like an insane amount of damage as well. So I did not actually factor his ability into this list, but depending on how much you value his ability, his DPS is way higher. But taking a look at his DPS, not counting the ability, all right, we'll zoom on in. Sid is at 3.5 compared to Boros's 3.1. All right, that does not even factor in the ability. So that's just how much better Sid is. And Sid is way cheaper. Look at this, guys, 2.7. And Boros is actually cost you it cost us 19 million. So like Boros cost us roughly like 14 million more than Ombre. Like that's crazy, man. That of course brings us to the best unit for DPS in the game. We have our boy Guts. Now I don't know how they made Guts this OP, but he is very expensive, guys. Very expensive, but he's worth it because if you take a look, oh my gosh, so many upgrades. He is full AoE, 5 SPA with Rupture, one of the best effects in the game. Like this guy's just busted OP. He is a little bit expensive at a little bit over 13 million, but he has the highest DPS in the game, not counting Sid's ability, for a single, counting only single placements of unit. And that actually is quite a bit, guys. That's 3.98. So that is compared to the first unit on this list, literally like 5 times Power's DPS, or like 4.5 times. Like it is crazy how much better Guts is than the other units on this list. So there you go, guys. Those are the most powerful, best, strongest, most damaged units, factoring in only single placements in All-Star Tower Defense. Don't forget to comment down below your Discord username. If you guys enter that $10 Robux card giveaway, and if you guys for some reason can't redeem the card, I'll just give you 800 Robux. So I hope you guys enjoy, and peace out.